Tesla stock price prediction. Okay, guys, so first of all, happy new year. I haven't posted in a while for this channel. Decided to basically take off for the end of last year and enjoy kind of my holiday season. So now we are back at it. This is basically the first trading day of the new year. So I hope you guys had a great holiday season. So now let's get back into it. So in this video, we're going to talk about Tesla. Yes, Tesla stock again. So for those of you guys who've been following my channel throughout 2020, you know how bullish I was about Tesla stock back in March and April during the beginning of the pandemic. And back then I ended up purchasing Tesla stock at around $512 pre-split. And since then the stock has gone on a massive tear, guys. So to give you guys kind of an update on what Tesla did back in 2020, the stock was up 740% last year. So here we are looking at Tesla in the new year, and right now the stock's trading around $723. So there was a slight pop in the shares because Tesla again reported record deliveries, guys. So I wanted to kind of explain a couple of concepts in this video and mainly talk about my future price prediction from Tesla and why I'm so bullish about the company, guys. So let's go right into that Q4 2020 vehicle report and see exactly what happened. So like most car companies, guys, Tesla ends up reporting their deliveries on a quarterly basis. So other companies like NIO, they do monthly deliveries, but Tesla does quarterly ones. So as you can see here, they delivered over 180,000 vehicles. That's 180,570 vehicles in total, guys. They delivered over 160,000 Model 3s, Y, and over 18,000 Model S's and things like that. So the total deliveries for the entire 2020 was just under the $500,000 goal at 499,550 cars, guys. So this basically really helped, I think, the stock jump up a bit, seeing how strong those deliveries were. And obviously that isn't like, you know, the total scope of Tesla, but if you guys take a look at some of these delivery numbers I'm about to show you, I spent the weekend basically putting together this chart so I could kind of visualize it for myself, and so you guys could kind of see where Tesla has gone over the years. So if you guys head over to my website, of course, investortrip.com, I'll post a link to this post in the description, but it's basically investortrip.com/Tesla-deliveries. So you guys check out this article. So what I did was I basically over the weekend, I put together Tesla's deliveries by quarter and by year. So as you can see, guys, this is the quarterly progression of Tesla. To give you guys a visualization, let's just take a look at those annual numbers. So I actually put together this data, and as you can see here, this is a look at Tesla deliveries from 2012 until 2020. So as you can see here, they've just been increasing gradually, and here's a look at the numbers. So in 2012, the company only did around 2,600 vehicles, and in 2020, for almost 500,000 vehicles, guys. So if you take a look at this graph, you can see how tremendous the growth has been for Tesla. And this is one of the reasons why the stock is so high. So I know a lot of people are talking about all the company is all hype, but they are selling vehicles and they're delivering these vehicles to customers. And the nice thing about Tesla is that Tesla customers often say that this is the best vehicle they've ever purchased. So this is kind of the same thing. I read a lot of articles over the holiday weekends, and a lot of people had said driving the Tesla was just how they felt when they first held an iPhone in their hands, guys. So obviously the customers love the car, and the deliveries are increasing as well. So I expect Tesla has been doing amazing with their deliveries. They basically be increasing them by at least 100,000 or more vehicles per year, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Tesla probably hit closer towards 600 to 700,000 vehicles, assuming they're going at the main rate. But with the opening of the China factory, that number, because a lot of those vehicles weren't included in last year's numbers, those numbers could be much higher. And they're also working on opening another factory, as you guys probably know. If you've been following Elon Musk, he ended up moving to Texas, so perhaps he'll open a factory there as well. And there's also a lot of other places I think Tesla can grow as well. Tesla can obviously grow in places like India, where there's a lot of people there, and also Latin America as well. I haven't really heard Tesla talking about selling many vehicles in places like Argentina and Brazil, but Brazil is another potential market for Teslas as well, although those economies are kind of a little bit further behind in terms of how advanced the Chinese and the American market is. So to kind of go back to where I think Tesla stock is headed in the future, guys, I think we're definitely going to be testing $800 in the near future. For you guys out there that are thinking, is this a time to cash in your shares? I really don't think so. And I'm going to be posting another video pretty soon on Tesla, why Tesla stock is not overvalued. But I didn't want this video to run on for too long because I want to kind of show you guys some other examples of other companies that are basically in the same growth stages that Tesla was in years ago, and why those stocks ended up just kept going higher. So that's one of the reasons why I think Tesla is just such a strong buy right now. I think $800 is a legit price target. And one of the important things about this stock is it's really hard to kind of bet against a stock with impressive momentum as Tesla has had. So as we take a look here at the graph, the stock has just been on an absolute tear. And I read an article that around the shorts that had been shorting Tesla stock had lost like almost $40 billion last year, guys. So for you guys that are thinking, should you sell your shares or not, I still think the stock is going higher. I wish I hadn't, when I bought at 520, I ended up selling at a profit, but I had to basically buy back into Tesla because the stock kept going higher. So I'm not planning to make that mistake this year. I'm planning to just basically be patient, add to my shares, even buy fractional shares of Tesla if I need to constantly build a bigger position. So the S&P inclusion was pretty big news as well. And like I said, I don't really see any headwinds for Tesla in the future. I expect to look forward to those Q1 delivery numbers after such a strong quarter. And I think as long as they're increasing their output year over year, like you said, if you just go back to this graph, Tesla's increased their deliveries every year since they started basically delivering vehicles in 2012. So as long as they continue to increase these deliveries, I don't really see any downside for the stock. Obviously, it might not run up another 700% like it did in 2020, but I don't see any reason to dump your shares unless you really need the money to kind of pay for your bills or stuff like that. But Tesla's definitely a long-term hold. And I think that my price prediction was like $3,000 pre-split by 2025, and Tesla already hit that prediction at the end of 2020. So I'll be giving you guys a newer long-term prediction, but right now I'm looking at around 800 or so. Just really looking to kind of hold on to my shares and not think too emotional, not really think short-sighted and try to sell too early and things like that, because I know they're only going to have more electric vehicles that are going to be purchased, especially as the vaccines are distributed and things like that. A lot of people haven't really been able to purchase vehicles due to things like job loss and things like that. And once the economy improves, the average American's only going to have more money to basically spend on vehicles. And obviously they're going to be looking towards electric vehicles because that's basically where things are transitioning. And that's what the government is trying to do. It's really trying to get people to switch to electric vehicles, guys. So the Tesla bulls that have held so far throughout 2020, I would say continue holding your shares. Once again, make sure you do your own due diligence. I'm just giving you my personal opinion as a Tesla shareholder myself. I think there's a lot more upside in the stock. And I'm going to make a separate video, as I mentioned earlier, about why, kind of a really in-depth explanation on why Tesla stock is not currently overvalued. So be sure to tune in to that video. So just subscribe to my channel if you're a first-time viewer here to get that video as well. So that's it for now, guys. I want to kind of wrap this video up now, give you guys just a quick update on those delivery numbers, and be sure to check out those numbers on my website and share that page with your friends and colleagues for people that saying Tesla stock is overvalued or Tesla stock is a bubble. Just show them the numbers and they can see that as those deliveries are increasing, revenue will increase and earnings will increase over time, as well as the company matures and things like that. The cost of batteries will come down and the cost of Tesla vehicles will come down as well. And I think in a couple of years, we're going to see a real maturation in the EV market, and these EV companies are going to be making money hand over fist, just like companies like Amazon, Amazon, Facebook, and Google and things like that did once their companies were maturing. So that's it for now, guys. Be sure to smash the red subscribe button to receive more video updates from me. And if you guys want to join my private Discord chat where we talk about EV stocks and other high growth stocks, be sure to click that link in the description, and also sign up for my daily Stock Watch newsletter. I post my favorite 5 to 10 stocks every day. I post that newsletter on Substack, so be sure to click the description box to get that newsletter as well. So that's it. Until next time, guys. Take care.